Oh, hey.
What can I do? You're so loving and gentle to the core. What can I do when you feel me?
So, the last time we probably talked was in December when I did that Kingdom Hearts Missing Link beta video. That was a lot of fun, but it's been a bit of a while. And before I started with content for 2024, I kind of wanted to make something different. I don't know why this idea was kind of like stuck in my head, and I felt like I kind of needed to make something to get it out of my head, so that's kind of what this is, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna work, if it's gonna look the way I want it to, if it's gonna have the desired results that I want, or anything like that, but I mean, I climbed up on this thing. It's a lot bigger than you think it is. I thought I could jump up on here, and I couldn't. I was just a bit too short to be able to, but I'm here now. So a lot of things happened in 2023, I'm sure you guys are aware of that. I mean, some incredible things happened. I actually got to go to Japan in 2023. It was the first time since their borders were open, so it was really cool to be able to experience that again, and I went for a pretty long period of time as well, so I mean, that was just incredible. I got a lot of opportunities to go to different parts of Australia and do conventions. I got to come back to Smash again, which was really awesome. I got to be a content creator for PAX for the first time, which was really cool, and yeah, I just had, I guess, a lot more opportunities last year, which was really cool. Even gaming wise, I mean, I know that I'm not the greatest at shooting games, but with like Rainbow Six Siege, I got the chance to compete in a charity competition where I absolutely did not help my team and got roasted by Twitch Australia as well because of that. And I mean, hey, I got to do the Kingdom Hearts Missing Link beta. I got to do lots of really, really cool things that I didn't expect to be able to do in 2023. And it's just been a really cool experience. I got to work with some brands I never thought I'd be able to work with, like Aftershock and Lenovo, Logitech, brands like that I really like, that I didn't think I'd get the chance to work with, especially as a small creator. So I thought that was really cool, and it's kind of nice to reminisce on the good things of 2023 as well. But I think like every other person who is on social media in general, it doesn't matter if you're a big creator, a small creator, someone that's just keeping up with other people from your high school, or someone who just likes to post photos or whatever it is, I think that we all only share one aspect of our lives, which is absolutely fair because you don't really want to look back and see all the sad things that have happened. So I've debated on what I can and can't share, or what I should and shouldn't share online because of this. And I don't know, I feel like I've just gotten so in my head, especially towards the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024. I've just been so stuck in my head, if that makes sense. I kind of feel like I'm going through a quarter life crisis right now. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but with everything just in general, and then everything in my personal life, I just feel like this is really a crisis. And I am 25 years old. This is literally a quarter life crisis for me. I feel like I don't know what I want to do, and I'm sure a lot of other people do feel like that as well. I genuinely had a lot of moments where I was like, I just don't want to do any of this anymore. I don't want to create content. I don't want to work the job that I'm working. I don't want to do all these things. But then it's like, if I don't do that, what do I do? What do I want to do? And then you end up in that cycle of existential crisis. Yeah. You see, in 2023, I don't know, things got a little crazy. I mean, firstly, there's always just conflict and drama, no matter what community groups and things that you're a part of, and sometimes you don't even realize these things are happening until it's a bit too late, and somehow you're involved, and you're very confused as to how you got involved when you never knew of anything in the first place. And then there's the whole, do I really have friends? Do I only have online friends? Are these friends really like my best friends? Am I actually alone? Because there was so much loneliness in 2023, and I don't know if I'm the only one that kind of felt that way, but I don't know, sometimes even when you have friends, you feel like you can't be as close as you want to be, which is like a really weird feeling, and it's really hard to explain, but I think it's something that kind of plagued me through 2023. There was just a lot going on, and sometimes you just feel like you have to carry it all yourself, even though that's not true, and I've probably imposed this on myself more than anything else. It just felt really lonely. In 2023, I had a stalker. As I mentioned before, I'm not a big content creator. I'm a small content creator, but I do understand that here in Western Australia, our content creator community isn't as large as, say, some communities in America or something like that. And it's really weird when you have a stalker. And I'm not just talking about like online stalkers, which tends to be a common occurrence, especially if you're a woman or female presenting on things like Twitch, if you're streaming live. I don't know why. Sometimes there are just people that are like that, but I think I'm at a point where I can probably talk about this, especially because it was more than just some guy online. They know addresses in relation to where you live, where you used to live, where you work, things like that. It's just really off-putting, and this was something that was big enough that it became a police ordeal where I had to give a statement and things like that. I believe that it is okay to talk about it now since it did go to court. So yeah, that was a really big part of 2023 that I couldn't really talk about, and they were making like threats about the type of content I was creating, about going to specific conventions as well. They knew the conventions I was going to, and as I said, one of the highlights of 2023 was being able to attend a lot of these things as a content creator, an official content creator, making content for those like conventions. And then having something like that it kind of puts your safety at risk. I say kind of, it does put your safety at risk of going to these events and trying to figure out what you can and can't do. And then it's like you want to be safe, but you also don't want this to dictate what you're doing, what you can do, what you can't do, where you go, what you post, all those kinds of things. But it was just a really unfortunate part of the year that I felt like I did need to talk about, because it has affected me. It has affected the type of content that I make in a way. In the end, my decision to leave Twitch was my decision, not just because of an issue or these issues that I had, but even though they were contributing factors, it wasn't the main reason why. So I just want to say that to clarify as well, but yeah. Another really crazy part of 2023, which I touched on briefly over Twitter, was that my mum got cancer. This isn't the first time that she's had it. It is the second time. I was much younger the first time, and yeah. Obviously, I took her to all of her appointments and things like that, and she's cancer-free now, so I feel like I can talk about it a little bit more than obviously I could have before, because we didn't really know what was going to happen. But I mean, it was caught really early, which was good, so we were able to deal with that and go through the process of chemo and everything like that as well, and everything turned out to be okay. It was just something that was quite unfortunate, and I definitely wanted to be there for my mum more than anything, so I know that towards the later half of last year I stopped making as much content. Because of all of these things, I was really considering what I wanted to do here. Did I want to continue making films, making YouTube videos, streaming, doing content on Instagram or TikTok? And there's so many platforms that you just kind of have to keep up with. And with everything that was going on, I know that I do think about this kind of stuff a lot, but it was a forced crisis in a way. Like, I felt as if I had to figure out what the answer is for me. And I did come to a little bit of an answer, but I feel like for anyone it's not quite a solid answer, because your ideas, your thoughts, and what you want to do can change over time, and that's okay. I mean, that's how life works, right? But that is why I came to the conclusion that I no longer wanted to do something like Twitch, because there are so many things happening in life in general, and I don't want to miss that, because I feel the pressure that I've put on myself to do something where I have to stay stagnant. I have to do my schedule that's the same every week, and I know some people just go live whenever they feel like they want to, but as fun as that is, I feel like I can just do that in my own Discord or like on YouTube as a secondary thing or something like that, rather than just specifically Twitch itself, which the whole point is that kind of scheduled type of stream, I guess. I'll always be thankful for the community that I've become a part of because of Twitch streams, and of course YouTube as well, and most of these people are my closest friends. So it's been a really great community, but I feel like this type of content puts a lot of pressure on me. Just personally, I put pressure on myself because of this, and along with the other things that we've discussed, it just felt like it was time to just give it a bit of a rest. But something I've always loved is just films and creating films and that kind of stuff. I mean, I've been creating videos on YouTube since I was 8 years old, and I was not allowed to do that, but never consistently until the past, 2 years, basically. And because this is kind of what I like to do, it's my hobby more than anything else, and it's my way of being creative and thinking. It's why I felt that I needed to kind of make a video like this in a way. I've been watching a lot of similar YouTubes with this type of aesthetic, and ones that are adventure vlogs and things like that, and how people get really creative with cinematography, and I'm definitely not there yet, but I've really taken inspiration from that, and it really ignited a new passion in me, so that's kind of where we're at today.